Hey, you're listening to Witchy Spiritual Stuff with your host, me, Elementally, and today we're going to talk about the 7 laws of attraction and what they are. The law of attraction, I'm sure you've heard about it at least once. The concept became popular around the mid-2000s when The Secret was shown in theaters. However, the law of attraction isn't really new. It's been around since the early 19th century, going by the name New Thought. What exactly is the law of attraction? Well, like anything, it might depend on who you ask, but we can all agree on 3 things about the law of attraction. First, similar things attract each other. With positive thoughts, you attract positive people and positive experiences. Positive thoughts also drive positive actions. Second, removing negative thoughts will make space for positive thinking. It's kind of like decluttering your headspace to make way for new or better perspectives. And last but not least, the present is as it should be. Even if you're having a bad day, you can still make the most of it. Instead of reacting negatively, you can find the silver lining that can turn things around. If you want the law of attraction to work for you, it's important to remember that it's just one of the 12 universal laws that exist. Under the law of attraction are 7 sub-laws that you should be aware of to understand the concept as a whole. What are the 7 laws of attraction? All right, let's get into it. The first is the law of manifestation. A lot of people tend to interpret manifestation as their vision turning into reality. For example, if I imagine I have a box of matches, it'll appear on my hand. You know as well as I do that life and the universe just does not work that way. Manifestation is all about making conscious choices and being fully aware of your decisions. It's not about imagining how you want something to happen. It's understanding that you can master your fate if your thoughts and actions are aligned toward your vision. To make the law of manifestation work, you need to really know your goals. What is your desired reality? Once you realize this, the thoughts you attract will guide you either toward or away from that vision. Be careful of negative thoughts because that will lead to negative results. The law of magnetism. Science tells us that magnets attract polar opposites. In the law of attraction, it's different. What you release will come back to you. If you give off positive energy, you are going to attract positive energy. Think of it as kind of a boomerang. What goes around comes around. Remember that the universe is always active. The magnetic exchange all around us is constantly at work. It's important to reflect positive energy so the universe can respond in kind. Have you asked yourself what you really want in life? I mean like what you really want. Number 3 is the law of pure, unwavering desire. Sometimes you don't have a clear answer. What the law of unwavering desire tells us is that you must dig deep inside your heart and recognize what you truly desire. Once you realize that, your desire will help you manifest that reality. What should drive your actions is pure intention, which frees you from doubt and desperation. With this genuine desire, you can commit to your authentic goals and believe that you're worthy of achieving them. The law of paradoxical balance. It's also known as the law of delicate balance. It's important to remember that the universe is all about balance. Mark Twain had the right idea when he said too much of anything is bad. You can want something to a certain degree, but not to the extent of desperation. Otherwise, the universe enacts balance by pushing that goal further from your reach. If you're driven by obsession, you're bound to lose sight of what you really need to live a fulfilling life. By being grateful for what you have, you'll be able to manifest the things that you truly need to be happy. The law of harmony or synchronization. To make the law of attraction work, harmony should be at the center of your thoughts and actions. Remember that you're connected to the universe and everything in it. Going against the flow is like cheating yourself. You're denying yourself the chance to see what the world has to offer. By synchronizing with the universe's energy, you open yourself up to creation, abundance, and fulfillment. Harmony becomes the key to strengthening your manifesting powers. The law of right action or conscientious action. The law of magnetism says that what you give is eventually what you will get. The law of right action applies the same principle, but it's specifically for the actions you do. If you constantly choose to perform actions that honor yourself and others, you'll be able to have a more positive experience. On the other hand, if you let stress or negative emotions dictate your actions, you're bound to cause pain and destruction. In hurting others, you also hurt yourself, as these actions don't enrich your life. You'll just feel guilty and more frustrated. And as the old saying goes, just do unto others what you want done unto you. The law of expanding influence, or also known as universal influence. Since we're connected to the universe, this also means we're connected with each living entity that resides in it. If you're familiar with the butterfly effect, it's the same thing with the law of expanding influence. What you think, say, and do can have an impact on literally everyone. That's right. Friends, family, and even strangers can be influenced by your energy. Think of yourself as the epicenter of an earthquake. Those closest to you are going to feel the strongest impact, but it doesn't mean those who are far away won't also be affected. You need to choose your energy wisely. If you really think about it, the secret to making the law of attraction work lies within ourselves. It's about choosing your energy wisely. It's not just about wanting something or doing good deeds. It's a combination of all of those, coupled with the acute awareness that you can affect change in yourself and in others. When you know the 7 laws of attraction, you can align your thoughts and actions with the kind of energy you want the universe to return. So what energy are you going to offer to the universe today?